fact that you're going to be able to extend this winning streak, second night of a back-to-back on the road, up here not that long ago, and you close it out down the stretch of the fourth quarter. What does it say about the confidence of this group, despite the injuries that are occurring?
It says a lot about the confidence and the strong resiliency that we try to bring each and every night out. I know each and every last one of those guys are proud of each other out there, and just the team camaraderie and the chemistry that we're building right now, we just don't want to let that go.
As you've seen your role increase during this run, how would you rate this stretch versus the rest of your NBA career?
I would say it would be just the start of it. For me, it's just like for myself personally, I'm happy to get the opportunity to play with these guys and have also the opportunity to play with one of the best players of all time, and to be able to go out there and perform like I am right now. It's a blessing. I'm not taking that for granted, and it's really heartfelt to be able to perform like this when I couldn't do that in Washington. So I really do take that with appreciation and consideration of what my teammates are doing for me.
Thomas, you've been. Sorry, T.
Yeah, it's just you talk about the injury. A lot of people, try to visualize sort of what it's going to be after. I'm wondering tonight, you're going against another all-star big man. Obviously, putting up numbers in a competitive game. Is this something close to what you were trying to visualize when you're going through it with the injury and trying to come back?
I've always visualized it. No matter what, before the injury, during the injury, after the injury, I've always visualized it. I'm just happy to get the opportunity to be able to show it out there on the floor.
Dan?
Thomas, how are you able to kind of keep your energy the same, like at minute 34 tonight as it was at minute 1? I mean, I think sometimes as a reserve, it's like, the shifts are shorter, you can kind of just go all out, there's nothing holding back, but it seems like you're able to just kind of hit the gas and just let it go.
I've always had that passion and energy to play with it. That's one thing that I've always tried to set myself apart, from other players, is to always have that passion and energy to give it off in an infectious way. And it was funny, one game, the vets actually said we don't play hard. We're not playing hard enough. So I always put that in the back of my head. Whenever we step out on that floor, I need to give it my all, no matter what. Whether it's the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, it just cannot change. We need to have that consistency in order to build what we're building right now. And I need to have that consistency in order to keep building what we're building. So for me, I've always tried to, put myself as a part of the person that always brings that infectious energy, but I have to do it in the right way. And I feel like I'm finally getting toward that with my teammates out there.
Sam?
Thomas, two questions for you. For one, do you remember which game that was when the vets told you guys that you weren't competing?
I do, but I'm not going to let that go. I'm not going to let that out.
Big picture, when AD goes down, I think a lot of folks assume the team would go down as well. You know what I mean? It's been a tough season already. That was a huge blow. You played a big part in that not happening. But behind the scenes, I just wondered, what was the communication and messaging about, you guys and obviously leading the streak, and how do you pull that off?
I think we pulled it off by, just being strong and resilient. Coach always talks about next man up and always to stay ready whenever your name is called, and that's what I try to do. Whenever my name was called, I just automatically wanted to stay ready. You just never know. It's a long season, 82-game season, and it's a shame that, one of our best players and one of the best players in the league has gone down. But I'm trying to hold it down for him as much as I can for him. And just to have those guys coach me, talk to me on the sidelines, what they see, what they feel like, and it just brings confidence to all of us. When those guys are proud of us, we're proud of them, and it just builds a great team chemistry around here to where I think that's what helped part of the streak that we're on right now.
Last two. Gentlemen here in the back, and then Dan will have a follow-up.
You just said something about the coach. I just want to get your thoughts on, what Darvin's been doing. You guys could, throw the towel, games ago, but it seems like, there's some cohesion going on between the coaching staff and the players and stuff. Just want to get your thoughts about, the job that he's doing.
He's done a phenomenal job, and literally his first year to come into an organization like the Los Angeles Lakers and to be able to coach some of the best players of all time, and to be able to make adjustments, get wins, and, really show his talent as a coach, it's an honor and a gift to also have right there. You know, his expertise, what he does on and off the floor, is superb. So I try to learn as much as I can from him. He's been in this game for a very long time, coached a lot of great players, and actually been on a championship run with the Los Angeles Lakers before. So just as much as I can, I'm just trying to absorb as much as I can from him, learn as much as I can from him, just like I do with my vets.
Thomas, if things go well, AD will be back at a certain point. How excited are you to play with this level of confidence? I mean, he's played along centers before, and your game is a little bit. Are you in your mind at times even thinking like, okay, like if I'm like this, and AD was like what he was like, what could this team be like in the front court?
Of course, I always think of that. You know, just to be able to incorporate him in my skill set as well. I feel like it's going to be a great approach to the game of basketball. But for right now, I just can't think too much ahead about that. Right now, I just have to focus on the next game, and the next game, and the next game after that one until our superstar is back. So for me, I always think about it. You know, I try to not get too ahead of it, but man, that would be special right there, I feel like. But for me, I just have to stay consistent and be level-headed on it and just worry about the next one.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.